Hi, New Horizons. We're going to be doing another art project. This is going to be another one that is appropriate for any age. Some of you may have done this in the past, but it's probably been a while, and it's a lot of fun. You can add your own little details to make the alien your own. So we're going to be doing this space alien. Notice the splotches here. At some point I wanted it to be a night sky, and it looks like a day sky, the light blue. So I took watercolor, was going to paint the whole thing, never finished. So please excuse that. Someday I'll finish that. But right now I'm more focused on the drawing. It's a lot of fun. We're going to start with the eyeball and work our way out. Okay, because there's lots of circles in this art project. All right, so you notice the center eyeball. This is a one-eyed alien. So if I look at my tall paper, and I've got my tall computer paper here, so we're doing a smaller version. If you look at your center pupil, the inside of the eyeball, it's not in the middle, not at the top, but it's a little bit above the middle. So I'm going to find the middle, and somewhere above the middle, I'm going to draw a pupil. I'm using marker. I recommend that you use pencil. Go over later with marker, okay? So I'm going to pull you close. I want you to see, notice the number of circles that are involved here. Circle for a pupil, circle for the iris, that's the blue part. Then you've got a circle for the white part. So that's 3 circles just for the eyeball. Then you've got an almost circle that's going to be the head. And then another circle that's going to be for the outside of the spaceship. So that's a lot of layering of circles. Make sure, especially if you're using smaller paper, that you allow for that space, and that's why pencils are important. So moving on, outside of the pupil, you're going to do another circle that's going to be for the color part of the eye. I chose light blue. And this is an alien, so we don't know if aliens have red eyes or green eyes or purple eyes, so this will be fun. You can use whatever color you want. So that's going to be the part that's colored, something besides white and something besides black. Other than that, totally your choice. And then we're going to do a circle for the white. All right, now I'll pull you in so you can see that. Notice the size difference. I'm drawing smaller. You adapt for whatever paper you have. Okay, next, I'm going to use a pencil because I'm going to be doing erasing. I'm going to draw the circle that's going to be the yellow part of the head. Now, the bottom's going to get erased because you see where the red overlaps, and that's okay. So we've got to leave room for his mouth. So this circle is going to be quite a bit bigger. Now it's going to be close to the top of his eyeball, but then come down quite a bit bigger. And I am glad I used pencil because my circle got crooked. Pretty close. Something like that. Okay. Now I would outline that, but I'm not quite ready yet. I'm going to show you that one more time. Okay, I'm going to add his antenna. 2 antenna. 1, 2. 2 lines because it's thick, and then another circle. A little smaller, a little too big. And then I'm going to go ahead and erase the part where the circle overlaps. So that you can see, I'm going to show you what I've got. I'm going to start the circle here, and then the antenna, and I'm going to stop my circle there. for now because of the spaceship. All right, next, let's go ahead and fill in this spaceship so that we can complete our circle. So the spaceship, let's look at the shape of this. It's almost a rectangle, but it curves outward. Kind of reminds me of a slice of watermelon that's been chewed off. So it's almost a rectangle, but it comes out like a triangle. So I'm going to do a triangle-like shape. Curve that near the bottom. Not real thrilled with that. That's okay. Now I'm going to fill in the bottom of my circle. Okay, make these lines nice and thick so you can see. And then another layer, and that's really just for detail. Another layer, making sure that you leave room for the landing gear of your spaceship. Landing gear kind of looks like the big antenna. Make them more like feet. No biggie there. And these have circles. You could do diamonds, whatever you want. But that's the theme of this activity is kind of circles. I'm going to do circles. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now where were we? We've got the alien's head drawn, but we don't have his mouth and we don't have the outer glass enclosure. So let's start with the mouth. What a mouth this is. The bigger the better. I'm going to pull you in. The bigger the better, and then when you do your teeth, the bigger the better, because when you start drawing or layering in Sharpie, those details sometimes fill in by accident the white spaces, and you don't want that to happen. You want to really see those white teeth. Make this thick. Okay, so next, finish outlining. Next, a really exaggerated smile. He's got kind of a creepy looking smile. So we've got the top part and then a big mouth. Notice next how his teeth, he's got triangle teeth. He's got, this one has 4 on the top and 4 on the bottom. You are welcome to adapt that. If you have extra space, add more teeth. If you have less space, add fewer teeth. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and I think I'm going to do 3 on the bottom for this guy. Your choice. Depends on how your mouth is. This mouth is a little bit skinnier than the first, and that's okay. All right, keep exaggerating these lines. All right, he's a lot of fun. Now it's time for our glass enclosure. And it is a circle, and I just realized where I messed up. Shoot. That's okay. We're going to adapt. So here's where I messed up. The little guy is smaller than the spaceship, but in this case, he fits right in it. So if you want to, you can extend your spaceship because you've been using pencil. And extend your spaceship, and I am going to make it look like I meant to do that. And this is one of the cool things about being an artist. Sometimes you can just go with it. So I'm going to give this spaceship some stripes. Voila! It looks like I never even made a mistake. All right, now back to the outside edge. I see where it starts on the edge, and you've got a giant circle. I'm going to use a pencil to start with because I don't trust myself now. So, big circle. That was pretty good. circle. Okay, we'll pull you close. And whatever background you have, I don't have a lot. I drew my alien really big for my paper, and that's fine. But if you have extra room, or whatever extra room you have, you can draw stars. Now, everybody has ways that they like to do stars. Whatever way you want to is fine. If you want to do it the shortcut way, that's fine. So I'm just filling in wherever. And that is your space alien. The main thing you want to remember when you are coloring this guy is the eyeballs. And if you did my space lesson, you remember that could really mess up if you flip-flop the white space with the place that's got the color. So you want black, and then you want a color, and then you want white. So before you did anything else, let me see if I've got a color handy. Of course I don't. Let's give him red eyes. Let's see if my pen works. Oh, I've got a blue. Boring blue again, that's okay. So before I do anything else, I'd go ahead and color that middle circle or paint or whatever you're doing, just so you don't accidentally do the white edge. And then you can color your spaceship anything you want. It's totally up to you. And that's your alien in a spaceship. Hope you enjoyed it. See you later.